Lane, Lombo Afterburner wider out with Little Mischievous. Peace be with you, you be the judge. Outside of the front row, Sloy Ahoy. Second row, Watch Your Speed, Daly's Choice, Jarrandan. They're set. At dispatch point, green light comes up. They're off and racing, showing good pace towards the centre. Lombo Afterburner, Peter's Bell hunting up on its inside in the early stages. Little Mischievous got away well and is up to third. They're followed by on the outside, Riding for Lane as they settle down. Getting up along the inside, Watch Your Speed. Wider out, Jarrandan in the early stages. Wider still towards the rear, Peace Be With You. Back behind them was Daly's Choice, and back towards the rear, Sloy Ahoy as they swing into the straight, and Jarrandan went for a gallop back at the rear, and settling down fully into stride, Lombo Afterburner the leader. Little Mischievous moves up to the leader's wheel on the outside second. Back behind the leader, Peter's Bell, whipping around them three wide, Peace Be With You up towards the lead now. In behind them then the next pair back are Riding for Lane, the outside of Watch Your Speed. In behind them then came Daly's Choice, followed by Sloy Ahoy. The last of the main bunch is You Be the Judge, and tailed off last of all after an early mistake was Jarrandan. Back to where they started from, a lap and a half out in the first. And the leader as they work along the back was Lombo Afterburner, a metre in front. Now whipping around the outside to second came Daly's Choice to cut the breeze. Peter's Bell in behind the leader, followed by in the one by one then came Peace Be With You. Then over on the outside as they worked off the back there came, or in fact back along the inside, Watch Your Speed. Then on the outside was Little Mischievous. Favourite three back on the outside. Then Sloy Ahoy, followed by back behind them then came Riding for Lane. You Be the Judge, and tailed off last of all Jarrandan. Down the straight they come. They face the bell this time, just over a lap to go, and Lombo Afterburner the leader by 2 metres. Up on the outside, Daly's Choice is second. Then came Peter's Bell locked away behind the leader. Back between runners, Peace Be With You. As coming from the rear, You Be the Judge works around them three wide. Riding for Lane tracking it up. Little Mischievous back between runners. They're in an awkward position. Then came Sloy Ahoy back along the inside. So work into the back was Watch Your Speed, and Jarrandan last of all. Now Little Mischievous went off stride for a few strides there as they head down the back. The leader is still Lombo Afterburner, a metre in front. In second placing, Daly's Choice on the outside. Peter's Bell behind the leader. Then at the head of the rest out wider came You Be the Judge. Then between runners as they work off the back came Watch Your Speed, and at the head of the rest making a run around them came Riding for Lane. They're about to swing the home turn, and Lombo Afterburner, the one to catch. In second placing on the outside, Daly's Choice. Peter's Bell behind the leader, and they've sprinted clear on the rest, headed up by Watch Your Speed in the straight now, and Lombo Afterburner still a metre or so in front, trying hard. Daly's Choice and Peter's Bell behind them. It's Lombo Afterburner pulling out plenty near the line, and Lombo Afterburner just gets there. Daly's Choice got second, Peter's Bell third. In behind them, Watch Your Speed, Riding for Lane. Little Mischievous got shuffled back. Then came Sloy Ahoy. In behind them, Jarrandan, and last of all was You Be the Judge. Weighed out placings on the first. Lombo Afterburner kept finding something in the straight. Set for a start, the green light comes up. They're off and racing this time, and wide out Tempera driven hard for the early lead. And will cross. Spirit of Time, Mistranol hunting up in the early stages. So as they go past the judge with 2 laps to go, Pocket Rocket galloping back towards the rear. Taking up the running Tempera leads out of the straight. Mistranol, the leader's back, is second. Spirit of Time third. Off the fence, Terra C up in the running line there. Whipping around them now is Smooth Jammo in the early stages. Back behind them, Gridiron Boy, followed by Western Frontier. Second to last as they work along the back was Empire Scooter, and now tacking on at the rear, Pocket Rocket. Back to where, along the back rather, they go a lap and a half out, and the leader doing it nicely in front, Tempera, by a couple of metres in front. Mr. Knowles come off the pegs to race up outside the leader second. In third placing, Spirit of Time back on the inside. Terra C in the one by one. Then came the next pair back, Gridiron Boy, the inside of Western Frontier. In behind them then as they work into the straight, with a lap to go was Empire Scooter. It's over on the outside of Pocket Rocket, and back at the rear, Smooth Jammo. They hear the bell with just over a lap to go. Tempera the leader, a metre in front. Mistranol second the outside. Third behind the leader, Spirit of Time. In the one by one, enjoying the run of the race, the favourite Terra C. On his back in turn then, as they work into the back, was Western Frontier. Gridiron Boy back along the inside. Then came Pocket Rocket posted on the inside, followed by on the outside Empire Empire Scooter, and last of all was Smooth Gemmo, midway between the turns in the far straight, and the leader Tempera. In second placing, working around the outside now, here comes the favourite Satellite Terra C. In behind them then Spirit of Time, then came on the outside Western Frontier running on, dropping out Mistranol, being passed then by Empire Scooter, and at the head of the rest came Gridiron Boy. They're about to swing the home turn. Tempera, narrow leader, Terra C, the danger on the outside, Western Frontier running on 3 wide and 4 wide, Empire Scooter in the centre now. Western Frontier's gone to the lead, trying hard, Empire Scooter the outside, Western Frontier, Empire Scooter, Western Frontier pulling out plenty near the line and will get home. Western Frontier ahead on the line, second placing Empire Scooter, third went to Terra C, a gap back then Spirit of Time, Tempera, in behind them then came Smooth Jammo, Gridiron Boy, then came Pocket Rocket and Mistranol last in. Stand by for the placings on the second. Around the turn, Tempera and Terra C were the pair, but they were quickly collared by Western Frontier and Empire Scooter wider out. There's the green light. They're off and racing towards the centre. The boys and Amy showing some pace with Camegra on its inside. Woody Windcrest up there in the early stages, sorting themselves out as they go past the judge with 2 to go. Camegra retains the inside. Woody Windcrest works up to the leader's wheel second. In behind them, the boys and Amy. Lots of tricks trapped a little wide around that first turn. In behind them, Ryan's Rose, followed by News Boss up along the inside. Of the next one, McCanton. Then the next pair back. Over on the inside, Chuck Yeager, followed by on the outside, You're an Angel, and Evil Rama is last of all. Along the back straight they go at the lap and a half mark, and a clear leader now, Camegra. Strides clear by 5 metres in front. Ryan's Rose on the inside is second, followed by Lots of Tricks trapped without cover. Next pair back, News Boss, the inside of Woody Windcrest in the 1x1. In behind them then the boys and Amy, covering up Chuck Yeager the inside. Further back then came McCanton. Second to last, You're an Angel, and Evil Rama brings up the rear. Into the straight they'll face the bell this time. Camegra, leader by 3 metres. In second placing, Lots of Tricks getting a little closer now the outside. Third behind the leader, Ryan's Rose. Then in the 1x1, Woody Windcrest. Tracking it up in turn, the boys and Amy. News Boss back along the inside. Chuck Yeager comes one off the pegs. Then McCanton, You're an Angel, and last of all, Evil Rama. They head into the back on the last occasion. And the leader, Camegra, at the 600 leads 3 metres. Lots of Tricks second the outside. Ryan's Rose behind the leader. Then came in the 1x1 Woody Windcrest. Further out on the track as they work along the back, then came the boys and Amy 3 wide. Chuck Yeager the centre from News Boss. Wider out then McCanton, followed by You're an Angel, Evil Rama last of all. Field about to bunch as they come off the back. Camegra a metre in front. Woody Windcrest has now gone up to second. The leader's outside. Then came Ryan's Rose behind the leader. Further back, Lots of Tricks. Wider out Chuck Yeager running on from the boys and Amy. Around the home turn, Camegra leads for home a metre in front. Woody Windcrest asked for the effort. Then came wider out Chuck Yeager. Ryan's Rose behind the leader. It's Camegra in front, trying hard on the outside. Woody Windcrest and Ryan's Rose late. But Camegra pulling out plenty near the line, and Camegra gets home. Ryan's Rose got up for second. Wide out McCanton might have got third. In front of News Boss, then Lots of Tricks. In behind them, then Woody Windcrest knocked up. Then came Chuck Yeager. Further back, You're an Angel, the boys and Amy, and Evil Rama back at the rear. Stand by for the placings. Camegra, trained by Peter Lowe, driven by C. Lowe, is the winner. Number 3, Camegra. From number 1, Ryan's Rose. And third placing has gone to number 2. Looks to be. We'll just stand by for those official placings. 3, 1, 2 and 8 should be after the running of race number 3. 3 the winner, Camegra. Trained by Peter Lowe, driven by C. Lowe. Second to 1, Ryan's Rose, Graham Watts. And that third number we'll stand by for. Is that 2 for third? Winner number 3, Camegra, owned by C.R. Lowe, E.J. Garlia and G.J. Ross. A bay gelding 6 years by Seahawk Hanover from Sheila's Gift. Trained by Peter Lowe at Bringelly. C. Lowe the driver. Stella Franco. Stella Franco 370 and favourite as they're about to jump. They're set, green light comes up, off and racing, showing some pace towards the outside there. Nitro Khan in the early stages, hunting up on its inside Grasher, and Cyclone Thunder the inside. Past the judge, 2 to go. Grasher keen to lead, Cyclone Thunder hunts up, but Grasher gets to the lead. Second placing Cyclone Thunder, trapped without cover in the early stages, is Stella Franco, the outside of Just Con. Then came the next pair back, Mel's Knight, Nitro Khan being restrained after being 3 wide. In behind them then John Steed, followed by Gypsy Pronto, second to last Brobart, and last of all is 3 Generations. Along the back they go at the lap and a half mark. The leader Stella Franco by 5 metres in front. In second placing Grasher, the leader's back. Then came over on the outside as they work off the back was Mel's Knight. Then the next pair back, Just Con the outside of Cyclone Thunder, 3 back the pegs. In behind them then came on the outside John Steed, followed by in turn Nitro Khan. Back along the inside Gypsy Pronto. Second to last 3 Generations, and Brobart brings up the rear. Down the straight they hear the bell, and over on the outside it's Mel's Knight going up to join Stella Franco the inner. Then came Just Con in the 1x1, behind the leader Grasher. Next pair back Cyclone Thunder, locked away on the inside of John Steed, followed by Nitro Khan, Gypsy Pronto, 3 Generations, and last of all is Brobart. Short of a lap to go, they head into the back straight. Stella Franco the leader ahead, over in second placing Mel's Knight up on the outside. In third placing Grasher, then came in the 1x1 Just Con, further back Cyclone Thunder, John Steed. Here's one set alight from the rear, 3 Generations running on nicely. In behind them then came Gypsy Pronto, Brobart, Nitro Khan. They come off the back straight. Stella Franco a narrow leader, about to be asked for the effort Mel's Knight on the outside. Grasher looking for the way clear, followed by Just Con. Cyclone Thunder coming off the rails as they swing round the home turn, and in the straight in the centre Mel's Knight a narrow leader. Stella Franco fights back, then came wider out Just Con, and further back Cyclone Thunder. Just Con works to the lead, battling back Mel's Knight, and right up along the inside Grasher, but in the centre you'll find that Mel's Knight, I reckon, has fought back to beat Just Con in a close go. Third placing Grasher the inside in a great 3-way go. In behind them then came Brobart, made some ground. Gypsy Pronto next in. In behind them came Stella Franco pulling up quickly over the line. Then John Steed, and at the head of the rest would have been Cyclone Thunder after the running of the 4th on the program. Back in the bunch as well, Nitro Khan and 3 Generations. Stand by. Good 3-way go here. It's Mel's Knight in the centre. Grasher was getting up along the inside. Just Con the outside. 3-way go, pretty close here after the running of the 4th on the program. Winner, number 9, Mel's Knight. Bay gelding 7 years by Topeka Knight from Love Me Do. Owned, trained and driven by Glenn Frost. Second placing going to number 2, Just Con, by Panorama from Concert Adios, Bill Galway, the trainer and driver. And third placing to number 4, Grasher, by In the Pocket from Kira Harpo Gem, trained by Darryl Kell and driven by Danny Gallagher. There is the all clear to pay, right to pay race number 4 on those placings of 9, 2, 4. One got 4th, Cyclone Thunder, driven by Peter Lowe. Head by a head, 2:13, 2:4.9. Their racing, Sina Venetici began smartly, hunting up in the early stages. Jerry's Touch as well. Immortal Embrace settles just behind them. Then out wider on the track in the early stages, Milwaukee Striker. They settle down into stride, and Sina Venetici takes over in front. In second placing, Jerry's Touch behind the leader. One off the fence, Milwaukee Striker. Back along the inside, Immortal Embrace in the early stages. In the running line, Mel Polo Gentleman being tracked up then by Rodney B over on the outside. Back along the inside, JB's Monarch. Then came further back in the field as they worked down to face the judge with 2 to go was Top Notch Sam. In behind them then Legalise, and dropping out to last of all Retirement Fund. Past the judge with 2 to go, Sina Venetici the leader. In second placing the leader's back, Jerry's Touch. Milwaukee Striker, one off the fence, is third in the running line. It's tracked up in turn as they work into the back by Mel Polo Gentleman. Back along the inside came Immortal Embrace. A couple of metres away then came on the outside Rodney B. It's covering up JB JB's Monarch. Next pair back, Top Notch Sam over on the outside of Retirement Fund, and last of all is Legalise. Along the back they go. Sina Venetici the leader. Milwaukee Striker up on the outside is second. Jerry's Touch the leader's back. Then came in the 1x1 Mel Polo Gentleman. Immortal Embrace 3 back the pegs. Over in the running line then came Rodney B, followed by JB's Monarch. Then came the next pair back, Top Notch Sam over on the outside of Retirement Fund, and bringing up the rear Legalise. They swing into the straight to face the bell this time. Sina Venetici the leader, a narrow leader only. In second placing, moving a little closer, Milwaukee Striker. Jerry's Touch behind the leader. 1x1 Mel Polo Gentleman. 3 back the inside, Immortal Embrace, followed by Rodney B the outside. Then came over on the inside JB's Monarch as they swing out of the straight with short of a lap to go. Top Notch Sam the outside of Retirement Fund, and last of all Legalise. Into the back on the final occasion, 5.50 out. Sina Venetici the leader, a narrow leader. Milwaukee Striker moves a little closer now on the outside second. Third, with looking for the way clear, Jerry's Touch. Then came in the 1x1 Mel Polo Gentleman, about to be asked for the effort. Then came Immortal Embrace, followed by Rodney B, JB's Monarch. Well back out of it, Top Notch Sam. And in second last placing, Legalise. Retirement Fund last of all. Sina Venetici leads them as they're about to swing for home. Metre or so in front, Milwaukee Striker the outside. Now Mel Polo Gentleman comes 3 wide, and then came back behind them Jerry's Touch in the straight. Sina Venetici a narrow leader. Milwaukee Striker gradually getting it, and Mel Polo Gentleman out 3 wide. Milwaukee Striker the centre goes to the lead near the line, and Milwaukee Striker scores by 3 metres on the line. Second placing Sina Venetici. Third Mel Polo Gentleman. In behind them then came JB's Monarch. Further back Jerry's Touch. Immortal Embrace next in, then Top Notch Sam. In behind them Legalise, followed by Rodney B, and last in Retirement Fund. Weight out placings on the 5th. We'll find Milwaukee Striker here. Good strong effort. Sat outside the leader, Sina Venetici. In the run home, you'll find has been too good. 4, 3 and 9 are the numbers. 4, 3, 9 for Milwaukee Striker. Greg Bennett the winner from 3, Sina Venetici, and 9 Mel Polo Gentleman. 4, 3, 9. Officially 4th goes to 1 Immortal Embrace. After the running of the 5th, Milwaukee Striker, as I said, sat in the death, raced to the lead halfway up the straight, got the better of Sina Venetici. Mel Polo Gentleman, after enjoying the 1x1, was finishing on strongly down the outside, but the leader too good, Milwaukee Striker. The winner, 4, 3, 9, 1, after race number 5. Line, half neck second and third, overall time 2:43.3. That's a mile rate of 2:4.4. So that's 3 metres by a half neck, 2:43.3, 2:4.4. Numbers 4, 3, 9 and 1 after race number 5 here at Fairfield. J. Camilleri, trained by Joe at Londonderry, driven by Greg Bennett. Winner is a bay gelding 5 years by Panorama from Bridge Deck. Number 4 Milwaukee Striker getting home by 3 metres over 3 Sina Venetici. Brown gelding 5 Falcon Seals to Stardust. Trainer Sonia Ma at Cobbity, driven by Robert Zeri. And third placing to 9 Mel Polo Gentleman, trained and driven by Glenn Frost by Fortitude Hanover from Gypsy Gal. Are you right? Green light up, off and racing this time. Magic Mojo was back off the gate when they went, and in the early speed battle, racing to the lead, hit the spotlight, will lead, but Sarah Lass around the outside, keen to get the lead, and does so. Sarah Lass lead settling down. In second placing is Hit the Spotlight. In third placing came along the inside there, Quamby Prince. One off the fence then Kerwin, there followed by, trapped a little wide in the early stages, was Magic Marlin. Next pair back are Any Day Now, over on the outside, Ronnie's Brother, then came Amazed. Second to last is Magic Mojo, and last of all, back along the inside as they work past the judge with 2 to go, was Delivery Man. Out of the straight they stride, and Sarah Lass the leader. In second placing, Hit the Spotlight. Then came Quamby Prince as they work into the back, short of 2 laps to go now. Kerwin on the outside. Then came over on the outside, the next pair back are Magic Marlin, covering up Maze, now whipping around them 3 wide, Magic Mojo in a race of changes. Back in behind them then came Ronnie's Brother, and last of all is Delivery Man. Down the back straight they head, Sarah Lass the leader, now working around to second, Magic Mojo into the death. In third placing came Quamby Prince. One out and one back was Hit the Spotlight. They're followed by back along the inside Any Day Now. The next one is Kerwin over on the outside of Amazed. Then Magic Marlin. Further back then as they work off the back was Ronnie's Brother second last, and last of all is Delivery Man. Into the straight they'll face the bell this time. Sarah Lass a narrow leader from Magic Mojo the outside second. Locked in way behind the leader came Quamby Prince. One by one is Hit the Spotlight. Now setting a light from the rear, Ronnie's Brother. Around them 3 wide with a lap to go. In behind them then came Any Day Now, followed by Kerwin on the outside. They're followed by Amazed. In behind them then came Magic Marlin. And last of all, as they head to the back straight on the final occasion, would have been Delivery Man. Into the back on the last occasion now, and the leader is Sarah Lass, about to be taken on in the centre by Magic Mojo. Whipping around them 3 wide, coming into it nicely, then came Ronnie's Brother. Back in the centre there was Hit the Spotlight. They're followed by Kerwin 3 wide. In behind them then came Quamby Prince coming one off the pegs. Magic Marlin at the head of the rest, followed by Amazed. And last of all, Delivery Man. Off the back they swing now, and racing to the lead in the centre was Ronnie's Brother. It's gone for home in second placing, Magic Mojo fighting back. Then came Hit the Spotlight down the outside, followed by Kerwin. In the centre, it's Ronnie's Brother. Hit the Spotlight, getting it from Magic Mojo, and wider out Kerwin. A great go to the line, driving to the lead, Hit the Spotlight near the judge, and Hit the Spotlight wins. Second, Kerwin. In front of Any Day Now, Magic Mojo, Magic Marlin. In behind them, Amazed. Followed by further back came Delivery Man, Quamby Prince. Second to last in to pull up there would have been Ronnie's Brother, and last of all, Sarah Lass. Stand by for the placings. After race 6. 7 after the running of the 6th on the program. Number 4, Hit the Spotlight, the winner, driven by Ricky Thurlow. Good driving finish, many chances halfway up the straight, right across the track, but Hit the Spotlight been too good on the run home from Kerwin, with Any Day Now getting up for third, just in front of Magic Mojo. Placings 4, 2, 8 and 7 after race number 6. Winner of the event, number 4, Hit the Spotlight, owned by P. Stokey, S. Fletcher, M. Tripp and L. Stokey. Bay gelding 5 years, Exotic Girl from Classic Spot, trained by Ricky Thurlow and also driven by Ricky. Second placing going to number 2, Kerwin, by Exotic Girl from Garladon, trained by Bill Galway at Menangle Park, Adam Jenkins the driver. And third placing going to number 8, Any Day Now, by Stoneridge Scooter from Merrin Gale, trained by Stephen Condon at Mount Pritchard, and Michael Towers, the driver there. Officially fourth in the race goes to number 7, Magic Mojo. Placings 4, 2, 8 and 7. 2 metres, half neck, 2:42.3, and the mile rate was 2:3.6 after race number 6. Racing right up on the gate when the starter said go. Winston James will lead on, settling down. Hunting through behind it, then came Almost Famous in the early stages to race to second. Wider out on the track, Redondo Beach. Back in the centre, Flatbush, followed by getting right up along the inside, What Can I Say. Prince of the Club back to third last, second to last, Trooperama, and last of all, Live in Sin. Sorting themselves out as they come into the straight. Just over 2 laps to go, and Winston James the leader by 3 metres in front. In second placing, moving around the outside, Redondo Beach. Back along the inside, He's Almost Famous. 1 by 1, Flatbush in the early stages. Then came back along the pegs was What Can I Say. Further back then was over on the outside, Prince of the Club, followed by Trooperama, and last of all, Live in Sin. Short of 2 laps to go as they head to the back, and Winston James is the leader by 5 metres in front of He's Almost Famous, the leader's back. Redondo Beach over on the outside, cutting the breeze. 3 back the inside, What Can I Say. Now set a light 3 wide, Flatbush, as they work along the back straight. And halfway along that back straight, Winston James the leader, moving up a bit closer now on the outside. Flatbush races to the death. Over on the outside, Trouble Rama making ground 3 wide. He's Almost Famous back along the pegs. Next pair back now, Redondo Beach, followed by on the inside, What Can I Say? Second last, Prince of the Club, and last of all, Live in Sin. Race of Changes, they come off the back. Leader Winston James has been there from the outset. In second placing now, Trooper Rama races up on the outside. Third behind the leader, He's Almost Famous. Flatbush again in the 1x1 seat. Then came behind the leader, 3 back, the inside, What Can I Say? Further back then was Redondo Beach, in behind them Prince of the Club, and last of all Live in Sin. They hear the bell with a lap to go in the feature. Winston James 2 metres clear. Trooper Rama the outside second. Third behind the leader, He's Almost Famous. In the 1x1 Flatbush as they head to the back. 3 back along the pegs, What Can I Say? Followed by the outside Redondo Beach, second to last Prince of the Club, and last of all Live in Sin. Along the back they go the last time, 400 from home. Winston James 2 metres in front of, in second placing, Trooper Rama the outside, looking for the way clear behind the leader. Then came He's Almost Famous. Then at the head of the rest, Flatbush in the 1x1, moves about to come, What Can I Say? At the head of the rest. They're followed by, back behind them, Redondo Beach, Prince of the Club, and last of all Live in Sin. They swing the home turn. Winston James a metre in front. Trooper Rama out after it quickly on the outside. Then came wider out Flatbush, and He's Almost Famous looking for the way clear on the inside. In the centre, Trooper Rama's gone to the lead from Winston James. Here's Flatbush trying hard down the outside. Trooper Rama in front though near the line, and Trooper Rama takes out the final 4 metres. Flatbush second, getting through. He's Almost Famous might have got third in front of Winston James. Then came at the head of the rest, What Can I Say? Further back then, pulling up quickly over the line, Flatbush, then Live in Sin. Back behind them, Redondo Beach and Prince of the Club. Stand by for our placings. After the running of race number 7, the Dharma Call Memorial Final. Numbers about to be semaphored. You'll find Trooper Rama is the winner here. Number going up. Just having trouble semaphoring number 11 there on the board, but that will be the winner, Trooper Rama. Number 11 will be the winner. Second placing about to come up. Just a few problems semaphoring. Winning number will be number 11. 4 gets second, Flatbush, and third went to number 8, He's Almost Famous. 11, 4, 8 and 2 gets fourth, Winston James. 11, 4, 8 and 2 are the placings on the Dharma Call Memorial Final. Trooper Rama, Dennis Wilson the winner, over number 4, Flatbush, Greg Bennett, and third goes to number 8, He's Almost Famous, driven by Josh Willick. Placings 11, 4, 8 and 2. Yeah.
3 metres by 2.
Winner has scored officially by 3 metres on the line, 2 metres between second and third. Overall time 2:45.1. That's a mile rate of 2:5.7. So 3 by 2, 2:45.1, 2:5.7 after the running of the Dharma Call Memorial Final. 11, the winner, Trooper Rama. From number 4, Flatbush. 8 third, He's Almost Famous, and 4th to 2, Winston James.